all of us definitely want to be making more money and impacting more people, right? That's a given. I know that. Let's all put our hands in the air like we don't care to just acknowledge the universe of that. We want more money and we want to help more people because it's totally okay to be good and rich. All right, let's just soak that up. We can be both. So what we need to do here when it comes to our business is we all know that 100% of our money comes from marketing. So for some of you, like Trisha said there, she loves going live. It's amazing. Her personality shines. She's really great at talking to people. So for her, go live as much as is physically possible. Make sure you tell people what you do. Make sure you have a call to action. Boom, people are coming into the system. I would be recommending that you have as many marketing channels as possible and the same questions answered in as many mediums as possible, ensuring that the call to action is in all of them. But the real growth comes down to the actual math, the numbers that you have. I always say to people, again, the magic marketing number. I have a calculator for that. I'm just going to drop it in the chat now. It's really important that you do a calculation monthly based on how much money am I making right now? How many people actually viewed my website? How many people viewed my social media content? Because that's going to tell you this many eyeballs are roughly coming into your world. This is therefore how much income you're making. You're going to get your own kind of calculation as to how many more eyeballs do you need to take your income up to a higher number. It's just math. It is black and white math with all of us. I'm just going to give those of you who have a membership or a subscription, I'm just going to drop in the group chat. And Febby, if you can make sure this link is also in the replay area inside the Q&A's replays later. This is a calculator inside the chat, and I'm just going to share my screen with you now. This is where you need to work out, specifically this is for a membership or a repeating thing, is what is your revenue goal? So again, we talked about that today. What's the minimum you need to make plus 50% just to survive? What is your big fat goal? And I recommend Grant Cardone style, you 10x whatever goal you personally have. Just going to ask everyone to mute for a sec. So just we've got quiet in the background. So let's pretend I want to make $250,000 this year, right? Let's pretend I've got, how much is your membership, Trish? 97.40.
It's only 27.
Okay, first I'm increasing that. That's way too low. Actually, what I found, guys, is I myself have a lot of people say to me, I've seen you talk about your Legends Lab membership, and when I saw that it was only 149 Australian dollars, I just assumed it was going to be shit. So I didn't join. So it's really interesting buying psychology. I was having a conversation last week with a bunch of VIPs in Sydney who said that they had their calendar appointments for one-on-one calls set at around $250 and no one was booking the calls. I said to her, I want you to quadruple it right now and set it to $1,000 an hour. She set it to $1,000 an hour and she's booked out. And she changed nothing. The marketing didn't change. Nothing on the page changed. She just quadrupled her price. And instantaneously, the psychology of the buyer is just like a Gucci handbag. It's so much more expensive, it must be better. It's made of the same flipping leather in the same flipping factories. It's just got a different price tag on it, right? So it's that we do have to acknowledge that. Trish, I would be recommending you put that price up immediately. I'd probably suggest going at least to 79, if not 97, because you have been running this for a long time. You are experienced. It is all working and it is all there. So let's pretend that it's $97 a month. Churn rate, if you don't know this yet, if you haven't started running, just assume that the churn rate is going to be about 50%. Now that is bad. We don't want a 50% churn rate, but we're just going to make an assumption. Now, those of you who are using Stripe, Stripe will actually on your dashboard show you what your churn rate is. This means the percentage of people that are leaving every month. Now, again, online training, online learning, you can expect churn rates to be around the 30-40% mark. That means 30 to 40% of people might leave every single month. Now, ideally, you want to keep yours under 10%. Really stoked in both Techmatics, we have a churn rate of under 5% consistently. And inside Legends Lab, I think it's well under 3%. So it is possible to keep it low, that people just stay for a really long time. But just to give you some numbers there for you to benchmark yourself against when you do look at your churn rate inside Stripe. And then your conversion rate from cold traffic. This means how many people did you get in front of roughly this month? So to do that, I'd be looking at my number of website visitors. So if you use any outside websites like WordPress, Wix, you should have Google Analytics connected to them. Also Techmatics websites, Google Analytics will tell you how many visitors you have. If you are using Techmatics, there's also the reports feature. Inside reports, it will tell you how many people are visiting your site. So by that, how many people visited your site, how many people bought from you, that will tell you what your conversion rate is. But also if you're using Stripe, Stripe will also tell you what your conversion rate is as well, okay? If you don't know what it is, assume it's the lowest. Assume it's 1%, right? You can't go lower than that. Assume it's the worst. Anything else is great. And this is actually going to tell you then, I need to make sure that I have 215 subscribers in this membership in order to reach my goal of 250 grand a year in this example. That means I need to get 125 new customers every single month based on a 50% churn rate. And I need to get in front of 12,000 people every single month. That is 12,000 of my target customers, by the way. This is saying that based on these numbers, I've got to get in front of 12,000 people. So now the question doesn't become, oh, nothing's working. Oh, I suck. Oh, I should go and quit my life and go and jump in the river. My question becomes every day, how am I going to get in front of 12,000 people this month? How am I going to get in front of whatever that is per day? It becomes really operational and mathematical. And that takes away a lot of the stress from that, because I can go, all right, if my average TikTok video or Facebook video gets 300 or 400 views, how many videos do I need to create this month? If my average blog post gets X number of views, how many of those do I need to create? If my email list has 2,000 people on it, if I send an email every day, that actually gets me in front of those eyeballs X number of times. It really becomes more operational.